See the pumpkins on the ground there? That's the kind of mild day we have this morning. Always got a right, and then you know this is like a 1937 or so. The GMC, the GMC 100. See, it says it's unrestored. This is a medium duty truck, so it's be like a 1 ton right here. See General Motors truck on the side. It's got the split rim wheels, 5 lugs. Those have got to be like 6 inches apart. Drum brakes. Yeah. Unrestored paint, which is pretty good. I don't like the exposed metal look myself. They have to use a piece of wood as a running board here. You see, they've got got some old milk cans in the bed and some old luggage. Wow, look at this. So, look on the inside. The frame looks real solid. See, that frame looks solid, man. That frame looks more solid than some cars that they built in the dang 90s. Okay, so this is the North Jersey Auto Show, the 2023 Trunk or Treat edition. I'm in Crestkill, New Jersey. Oh, it's 1937 GMC. It's got pretty much a vinyl seat. It's like a school bus vinyl, see? It's kind of vinyl they use to reupholster the seats in a school bus. Can you see that there? No headliner. Oh, I guess it is a cardboard style headliner. This would be his wiper motor right there. Wiper motor. I don't know if it's mechanical or a vacuum. It looks like it's mechanical. Can you see that? And then, the car shows from 10 to 3, and they're going to have something for the kids from 12 to 2. And then you see it's got a manual right there, and then I guess that's your parking brake. And it's got 3 pedals, well worn from the pedals. And then you really can't see, but you might be able to. You can see daylight between on the clutch pedal. So you see daylight. That's pretty much all sheet metal. And then that one little sheet metal panel right there. And then we're outside. Under this Trader Joe bag would be the master cylinder for the brakes. There's your headlight switch right there on the floor. Yeah, man. There's holes in the body over there where I guess they would put some signage, some icons or anything. So then we have this solid hard steering wheel. It's got 4 gauge. Well, it's got the fuel gauge here. Let me show you. Fuel gauge there, water temperature speedometer, charge, and oil pressure lights. And I guess one of those is a choke. One of those, a center one, the lower one in the center is for your headlights. The top one is for your choke, and the one over to the right is for your choke. This is throttle on it, so that's the choke. The lower one says lights, and the left top one must be for the windshield or the vent. No, it's for the vent. There's a vent right there, see? There is a vent right here for fresh air. Okay. So, and then he's got a label right here. This is 1, and that's his half, and that's his ton. So it's a 1.5 ton. And you can tell from it's got a meatier frame than a half-ton truck. It's got a meatier frame. I bet it's not boxed though. They would have known about boxing back in the 30s. Is it boxed? Can't tell. Nope, it's not boxed. See, you can see the fuel pump on that side. Can you see it? It's not. The frame isn't boxed. But your regular. This would be a Chevrolet bed also, unpainted. Well, the paint wore off, so I would have put something like either rust encapsulator on it or something. Man-made. Not man-made. Yeah. It's a man-made tailgate here. Apparently the other one must have rotted out, which is not saying owner-made. Everything's man-made. All right, so he took a piece of wood here, and large piece of wood, and put his bolts in it. They didn't pass through. So made himself a wooden tailgate. I would have treated the wood though, because this just tells me I'm going to get splinters. At least up here, you didn't put some oil on it just to tap down the wear. And got some worn luggage here you got from the thrift store. Looks like a Burberry pattern, but I know it's not. So wood bed. So it's got hay in it. So he's running a theme here, but you see he's running a theme. But you still would have treated this wood too. Even even this is just like motor oil that dude just poured on it or got worn through. You put the motor oil in there, it just keeps the water out. See, you can tell on this side of the tailgate. All of that is motor oil or grease or transmission fluid or whatever. Something heavy to treat the wood to keep it from rotting, which is what you should have did here in the bed. Well, I see no tail lights, so at least even this car is it registered? No, it's got no plates on it. So, it's got a Colorado plate. That's a farm plate for Colorado. So, there's a tail light right here on the left side, right? See it? There's a tail light right there. So this is not registered for New Jersey, which is where I am right now. And it's got some Zerk fittings for his leaf springs and his shackles. Amazingly how they don't do that now. Okay. This looks like it's set up for a dual rear end. The way this hub is so big. See this hub is so big, it's like it's set up for a dual rear end if you can just get fender flares. Let's see what else here. He's got a drain hole. I guess they call it a drain hole in the middle of the bed. It's got these milk containers. It says National Milk Company, New York, New York. And 28 here would be the zip code. And that one says Drymans. Yeah, it says New York. I don't know if they move or if they have water in them or. But let's see what that says there. Yeah, it says no Dairyman's Lane or something like that. New York. That's what does. 15 on the top. This one says company. There's a name here that's under the rust. Company, but it says National Milk Company, New York, New York. It's bad. If you would register this thing, because when you have a car this old, it only has to pass the safety requirements for the vehicles out at the time this was built. There's later on stuff like, they're gonna require you to have functional taillights and functional headlights. But I want to see what kind of engine he's got here. See on these, he's got the battery disconnected. His battery's under the floor. She's got these, they look like 1/2 inch. Actually look like less than that, so I was gonna say metric, like 12 millimeter, but it's less than 1/2 inch. It's like 7/16 bolts there, holding the whole floor pan up, so you get access to the battery. Oh, man, he should have popped the hood. I want to see what he's got in here, man. I really want to see. Can I see through the vents? No, I can't see through the vents. I'll have to come back later on if the guy's around. Hey, look, he's got a bullet right here. He's got a bullet in his fender. So, they require you to have functional front turn signals, functional rear turn signals, and taillights. But you can get an aftermarket kit that you can wire to the battery without even touching anything. They'll give you a magnetic amber for the front and a magnetic red for the rear. And then that'll help you out if you're on the interstate. And then, look, it's got a specific slot for a crank. So it's got a specific slot for a crank. And then you can, with the kind of technology we have now, man, you can update these headlight bulbs to be brighter. Look, it says Chevrolet. You see that? It says Chevrolet on the headlight. It says top, and then Chevrolet. And this one says Chevrolet also, top. It says tilt ray headlamp guide with tilt ray, must be original, but you know, you can take these things out, pull that bulb out, and then wire these for more functional, for brightness, you know. And then stuff like this you can daily drive until the weather gets too harsh. The only problem is there's no heater in it, so in the cold weather months might be a problem, might be. But then again, you can add a heater merely with you know, some plumbing, and there's going to be space back there that you can, or at least under the floor here, you can mount a heater core and a blower fan. And then you just have to put the blower fan on the relay so it doesn't suck up all your juice from your battery. But you know, there's a lot of options. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I know he doesn't have it open, but